Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Gajakarnakaha. Lambodharascha Vikato Vignarajo Vinayakaha. Dhumaketu Ganadhyakshaha Palachandro Gajananaha. Vakratundaha Surpakarno Herambaha Skandapurvajaha. Suklam Bharadharam Vishnum Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam. Prasanavaganam Dhyayet Sarva Vighnopasanteye. Yasya Dvaradavakradhyaha Parishadhyaha Parasasam. Vignum Vignanti Satatam Vishwaksenam Tamaspraye. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheswaraha. Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Satchidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Akishtakarine. Namo Vedanta Vedhyaya Gurave Buddhi Sakshine. Krishna Dvaipaya Namvyasam Sarva Bhuta Hiteratam. Vedabhyabhaskaram Bande Samadhi Nilayam Munim. Janmadhyasya Yataha Anvayate Yataratascha Arteshu Abhijnahat Swarat. Tene Brahma Hridayaha Adikavaye Mukhyantiyat Suryaha. Tejovari Mudam Yatha Vinimayo Yatritu Sargo Mrisha. Dhamna Sena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam Satyam Param Dhimahi. Dharmaha Prochidha Kaitavotra Paravo Nirmat Saranam Satam. Vedhyam Vastavam Atra Bhaktu Sivadam Tapatrayo Nuranam. Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krute Kimva Parairisvaraha. Sadhyo Hridi Avarudhyatehe Atra Krutvihi Satsvishruji Tatshanat. Nigama Kalpataror Galitam Palam Sukamukat Amrita Dravasam Yutam. Pivata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhuraho Rasikaha Bhuvi Bhavukaha. Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam. Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet. Now with Bhagavan's grace, let us continue from where we left off in our last session. We came up to Slokam 21, Adhyayam 32, Skandham number 3. Tataste Shira Sukrutaha Punarlokam Imam Sati Patanti Vivasa Devaihi Sadhyaha Vibhramsita Udayaha. Once the merits are finished, then they fall back into this world, as determined by their Punyangal and Papangal, the residual balance. So there is nothing permanent. So, number 22, Swami, having described that Sargalokam, even Satyalokam, is temporary, is subject to return as birth as a human being ultimately, and go through the samsara sagaram. That is not the end of the death-birth cycle. So Bhagavan is answering our intellectual queries first, the questions we may have in the back of our mind, and telling us this is not where it is, and then pointing to what I should really be undertaking. What should be my spiritual goal? Tasmat Tvam Sarvabhavena Bhajasva Parameshtinam. Tad Gunasrayaya Bhaktyaha Bhajaniya Padam Bhujam Manasa Bhajare Guru Charanam, as Swami said. That is all the spiritual teaching here. Manasa Bhajare Guru Charanam. Tasmat Tvam Sarvabhavena Bhajasva Parameshtinam. Tad Guna Asriyaya Bhaktya Bhajaniya Padam Bhujam. Bhajanai does not mean just singing with the mouth or singing with the mind. It should be done with Sarva Bhavena. Sarva Bhavena, with experiencing, Anubhavam, okay, beyond the intellect and intelligence and the mind playing imaginations and all that. It should be one of heartfelt yearning to be with Bhagavan. Sarva Bhavena Bhajasva Parameshta Tasma. Therefore, Tvam, you, Sarva Bhavena Parameshtinam Bhajasva. Sarva Bhavena, with all, whatever feeling I have, as all the bhaktas It is the love for Bhagavan, how they've experienced. Sometimes they get angry, sometimes they talk of love, sometimes they yearn, sometimes they become sad and complain to Bhagavan, whatever it may be. Whatever bhavam, whatever experience I have, experience is beyond intellect and intelligence. Experience is beyond understanding. So I must ride always the vehicle of experience. Anubhavam, whatever anubhavam I get, could be pain, pleasure. These are all, once I start paying attention to that, I transcend it. And then everything, sarvabhavena, even if I'm in pain, Swami, it is so painful, so painful. Go to Bhagavan, Parameshtinam bhajasva, Parameshnam, Vyashti, Samashti, Parameshti. Vyashti is you and I, individuals. Samashti is a society all together. Sahanavavatu, Sahanau bhunaktu, Sagavidyam karavavahai. Okay? And that feeling of togetherness. Okay, society is not a gross entity, right? It's a kind of invisible thing, but it is very much present. Society is nothing but all of us working together. That large-heartedness, heart must expand. Then from there, we progress to Parameshti, the Supreme Person, Ekam Tat. So, to him, Tat Guna Ashrayaya, Bhagavan's Gunangal, whatever gunam characteristic I attribute to Bhagavan, he manifests it. My desire, whatever I desire, he comes to me in that form, in that way. Whichever way I desire, he comes to me in that form. This is the beauty of Bhagavan. His incomparable grace and majesty and compassion is absolutely very limitless. It does not matter who I am. Whichever way I want to relate to him, he relates to me in the same way. Same way. This is the beauty. All he's looking for is a heart-to-heart connection. Guna Ashrayaya. Ashrayaya means he is the protector. Even if I win a jackpot, even if I'm successful, very famous, no. But I must offer that to Bhagavan and pray to him with lots of love and feeling. Whatever feeling I have, it will turn to love one day. Ultimately, it will automatically transform, because that is the only thing that exists. So, Bhaktya Bhajaniya Pada Ambujam, the lotus feet, Bhaktya. Bhaktya means only loving Bhagavan, nothing but. I love so many things in life and put Bhagavan on hold. As Swami says, we are all part-time devotees. We are all part-time devotees. When I finish with everything else, then I'll give you some time, Swami. Then I'll listen to Bhagavatam. Then I'll do my Ashtotram. I will think about you. After I finish everything else I have on my list to do. Part-time devotees. No, it should be a full-time devotee we must become. Bhajaniya. Bhajana means it's a crying out, Swami, I cannot bear this feeling of separation anymore. Yearning to be with him. Asatoma sadgamaya, tamasoma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma amritam gamaya. That feeling, that must become more and more and more and stronger and stronger and stronger. So, therefore, Parameshtinam sarvabhavena bhajasva. Parameshtinam sarvabhavena bhajasva. And Padambujam manasa bhajare guru charanam. So this is the only thing I've got to do. If I do that, then I get to a permanent place of no return. So, definition of spiritual goal. Sarva bhavena. Earlier, Swami said, bhavena sharanam vraja. Bhavena, that bhavam is most important. Swami cannot be fooled. It doesn't matter whatever stotram I give, however much I praise, whatever fantastically elocution speech I give, whatever service I do, whatever disciplines I undertake, none of those things matter. What he is looking for is the call of the heart. The moment the bhavam is there, Bhagavan instantly he shows up in the same form I wanted to touch him, to embrace him. He comes that form. So, tasmat tvam sarvabhavena bhajasva parameshtinam tad guna asriyaya bhaktya bhajaniya padam bhujam. Bhagavan is nirgunam, is beyond all the gunangal. Gunam is part of Prakriti, okay, and we all know that. But since I am part of Prakriti, I am bound by gunas, therefore I relate to Bhagavan in the form of gunangal. Nothing wrong in that. Nothing wrong in that. I look to him as Divine Mother, I look to him as a protector, I look to him as full of viram, dhairyam, courage, hope, enthusiasm, succor, gives me succor, whatever I want. Bhagavan will do that. Okay? That is perfectly okay. So whatever gunanga that I attribute to him that protects me because asraya, that in that form, bhavena bhajasva. Number 23. Vasudeve bhagavati bhakti yogaha prayojitaha janayati asu vairagyam jnanam yat brahma darshanam. Vasudeve bhagavati bhakti yogaha prayojitaha janayati asu vairagyam jnanam yat brahma darshanam. Okay, now if I do parameshtinam bhadasva sarvabhavena, what happened? Vasudeve bhagavati, the Vasudevan Bhagavan. Vasudevan is the Bhagavan that is residing, that is doing vasam, that is residing, living in everything in this world. Everything, including a speck of sand, is Vasudeva. That is why he is shining in that particular form. A snake shines as a snake because Vasudeva is resident. The person who is resident is shining. Same way he appears like me, appears like you. The various forms he has taken, but he is the resident, taking vasam in each one of us. That Vasudevam Sarvam Iti. That Vasudevan. That means I should not limit my Bhagavan to a picture in a puja room or a murtam in a temple or just a slokam that I'm reciting or a slokam of a Bhagavatam, for example. No. Bhagavan should not be limited. One thing I'll tell you very absolutely clearly. Bhagavatam is a panacea. But Bhagavatam is not just a thing that is bound in a book, begins at Adhyayam 1 and ends in Adhyayam 13 or 14 or whatever. It is not that. No. Yes, these are all only an insight, a tinkling and an inkling of what Bhagavan is. Bhagavan is beyond all this. So the essence, the rasam of this is what Bhagavan is. Boundless that he is. And he is Vasudeva, present as selfless love. Nothing but that prema and everything. That is why everything is attractive to us. Everything is attractive to us in this world, if you really look at it. Okay, because that is the power of love. Nothing more powerful than that. So Vasudeva Bhagavati, the one that is shining in all the beings, Bhakti Yogaha Prayojitaha. Now, Swami, if I start Bhaktiya Bhajaniya Padambujam, if I start loving you and channeling my experiences, my bhavam, my yearning and everything to you, and start loving you more and more the same way, and more than that, actually, the way I love so many things in my life. I love my mother, father, my spouse, my children, wealth, fame, position, house, car. It's so many things I love. So many. I love to come and listen to Bhagavatam, right? So many things, everything I want to do, I love it, right? I want to eat some tasty food, so many things. But leaving aside all that, I love you, Swami. Your lotus feet, how do they feel like? Are they soft? Like really like a tender lotus flower, petal it is? Or are they very hard, like when Rama walked on the forest with barefoot? Feet must have hardened, isn't it? He was not wearing any chapels. So they become hard, or like Shirdi Sai Baba's feet, they were hard. How is it really? So when you start relating to Bhagavan like that on a personal basis, what is the use? What is the benefit? What is the objective? What is the goal from this? If I do that, Bhakti Yogaha Prayojitaha. Prayojanam means what is the objective? What's the goal to be achieved? And Bhakti Yogam, the path of Bhakti, loving Bhagavan, what is the objective of that? What is the objective? Vasudeve Bhagavati Janati Asu Vairagyam. This, you begin to see Bhagavan everywhere, the same Bhagavan everywhere. And then Asu Janayati, Vairagyam, Asu Janayati. Janayati means it happens, it is like the way it is born. What comes out? Asu means immediately, quickly. Vairagyam comes, which means not detachment from the world. Detachment is a result of something else. The attachment to Bhagavan becomes very strong. Because of that, I'm no longer attached to or bothered or so much desire anything in the world. That Vairagyam comes. Vairagyam, it's an exclusive, supreme attraction. Raga means attraction. The attraction to Bhagavan, it takes away the attraction to everything else. Attraction to Creator takes away all the attraction to the creation. So that Vairagyam, Asu Janayati. From there the Jnanam comes. Jnanam means what? The oneness, the feeling of oneness. And that yet Brahma Darsanam, Brahma, the Bhagavan that is present in Brahmandam, in everything, the Vishwarupa Darsanam, most expansive in infinite forms, infinite colors, infinite shapes. Okay, that oneness in all this, that Brahma Darsanam, that experience, Anubhavam, one gets. This is the Bhakti Yogaha Prayojanam. If I start doing Sarvabhavena Bhajasva Bhajaniya Pada Ambujam, Bhaktya Bhajaniya, with love, I worship the lotus feet. The goal is, I get this, is Jnanam. Vasudevam Sarvam Iti, that Jnanam I get. Brahma Darsanam I get. Okay? Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yogaha Prayojitaha Janayati Asu Vairagyam Jnanam Yat Brahma Darsanam. 24 and 25, we will take it up together. Yada asya chittam artheshu sameshu indriya vrittibihi na vidgruhnati vaishamyam priyam apriyam iti uta saha tadayeva atmana manam nissangam samadarstanam heyopadeya rahitam padam ikshate. Yada asya chittam artheshu sameshu indriya vrittibihi na vigruhnati vaishamyam priyam apriyam iti uta sa tada eva atmanam nissangam samadarsanam heyopadeya rahitam arudham padam ikshate. This Vasudevaha Sarvam Iti, this feeling of oneness is what is describing here. Bhakti Yoga Prayojanam, the goal, the final point of what is the use, why should we do it, what is the benefit. We all undertake things because of Prayojanam, isn't it? And here it says, Yada asya chittam artheshu sameshu indriya vrittibihi. Yada, when asya, this bhaktas, who is doing Bhakti Yoga Bhajaniya, Bhaktya Bhajaniya Pada Ambujam, Sarvabhavena Parameshtinam Bhajasva, that bhajana, that bhakti, one who is developing and going up and becoming stronger and committed to that. Yada, when asya, his chittaha. Chittaha means as we saw earlier, one of the four Karanangal. Okay? It is the thinking, the thoughts that we have. Manas is the unstable, the sanchalam, keeping moving on here and there. That is what manas is, as Kapila Bhagavan explained to us. Chittam is the thinking, the thought, the thinking process. That chittam, okay, now stabilized in Bhagavan. Therefore, what does it do? Indriya vrittibihi sameshu artheshu indriya vrittibihi. The indriyangal contact, the senses contact the sense objects, and from there comes vritti, what grows out of it, desires, and more of that. So many things happen, isn't it? That indriya vrittibihi, that activity, and what does it do? Sameshu artheshu. That sameshu means, in this case, they are inflexible, that it's negligible. Okay, they're not even worthwhile. Artheshu, all these various things in the world, the Vishayangal, okay, the objects and whatever else they may be. So many things are there that my senses contact. In fact, all of them are really sameshu, all of them are really worthless. They're all useless, valueless in the sense. Okay, very negligible value, if you want to put it that way. But what do? My case is, I get attached to something, I like something, and I don't like something, isn't it? Priyam iti uta apriyam. I like this, I don't like this, is the way that we think. That is Vaishamyam. Now, Vaishamyam, it's a very beautiful word. We say colloquially Vishamam. Vishamam, immediately we think mischief, isn't it? Colloquially we say Vishamam Pannada, we say in Tamil. Don't do mischief. Actually, Vishamam is the opposite of Samam. In Sanskrit grammar, that Samam becomes Vishamam. Vaishamyam means the different, the Vedangal, the differentiation, that I like this, I don't like this. The likes and dislikes happen because of differentiation. So, yada, when asya, this bhaktas, the person who is undertaking the bhakti yoga process, the discipline, asya chittaha is thinking, thought process, indriya vrittibihi sameshu artheshu, the sense objects contacted by the indriyangal, and that interplay keeps growing on subject matters of negligible value in the world, various vishayangal. Based upon that, the likes and dislikes, priyam iti uta apriyam vaishamyam, this, because of differentiation, the likes and dislikes, na grinhati, yada asya chittaha na grinhati, when his thinking, his thought process does not grasp it, does not grab the differentiation, na grinhati, that means he doesn't see the differences. Tada eva, at that time only, saha, that devotee, atmana, heyopadeya rahitam, atmana, by himself, heya upadeya rahitam. That means things to be given up and things to be taken in. That without having anything to give up or without having anything to take or accept, because he has no likes or dislikes. So he has nothing to give up, nothing to take. Heyopadeya rahitam. So becomes, what does it mean? Becomes detached from the worldly objects. Nissangam, therefore not attached to things of the world. Padam, the company, experiencing the company of Bhagavan so much blissful that he is, so much more blissful. Padam arudham, that bliss that he's experiencing, certainly, like there is no doubt in his mind, there's no samsayam, because it's a first-hand experience, it's a blissful experience. Padam arudham, he has attained it. Samadarsanam, the oneness among all the diverse things. The oneness, samadarsanam, not equal. The equal means there are two, but samam means one. Same Bhagavan everywhere. That Atmanam, his own saprakasam, the Atma, the Atmic effulgence that is within himself. Ikshate, he experiences it. Now, still the feeling of separation is there because the Ahamkaram is because he sees it, he experiences it. But this is the Vishishtadvaidik experience before merging. So completely blissful experience, the Anandam that he experiences, because he does not see any differences. His thinking process does not differentiate on the various things his senses fall on, the sense object that he sees or hears or whatever. He has no likes, no dislikes. He has nothing to go after and nothing to give up also. Beautifully, his own shining, his own effulgence, the Atmic effulgence. He is blissful, very blissful that he is. Yada asya chittam artheshu sameshu indriya vrittibihi na vikrutnati vaishamyam priyam apriyam iti uta sa tadayeva atmana atmanam nissangam samadarsanam heyopadeya rahitam arudham padam ikshate. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Santi Santi Santi. Harihi Om.